3 wins in a row after the Phillies crushed the D-backs 10-0. Now let's talk some Astros versus the Rangers. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back in to another episode for Just a Bet Outside. I am your host, Steven, and we're back to talk some more baseball, baby. That's right. We're going to talk Astros and Rangers Game 3. Can the Astros make this a series? These series have been kind of crazy where one team just dominates every round, it seems like. But before we get into anything, I got a channel announcement or a couple channel announcements. I'm heading out today, Wednesday, to head to my aunt and uncle's 50th wedding anniversary. So we're going to have a big old family party in California. I'm going to be on the road. That's right, driving with a 2 and a 4-year-old from Washington to California. How fun does that sound, huh? Anyways, I still plan on doing the Week 7 NFL Best Bets video with the trends and all that, probably from like the corner of a hotel hallway or maybe my car, because I probably can't do it in the room with my kids. But anyways, we are going to work on getting that to you, but just bear with us. We're going to kind of be working around vacations and all that. I'm not sure what the baseball videos look like for the last couple of days during the week, but we'll see. If I can get a short out, at least I will. If I get any time, and me and Ryan will pump out another one of these long videos. So I just wanted to point that out and let you guys know so you know what's going on. But man, we are ready to roll, guys. How about 3-0? That feels like a humongous hot streak. It feels like we just went 100-0. But yep, we won 3 in a row on the baseball betting. And man, oh man, this Phillies team is just unbelievable. The Phillies and Rangers are just on a collision to meet each other in the World Series. And I am excited for that series, if that's what it is. It's not over yet. Astros have something to say about it. But man, D-backs, the bats went into hibernation again. But anyways, enough of all that crap. We have the best hitter matchups again for you. The pitcher report. It's a big one matchup. And then I have one unit best bet, a half unit bet, and 3 leans for you in one game. I figured I'd just give you everything that was in my mind going into this video. It doesn't mean they're all going to hit. Just wanted to give you guys my opinions and thoughts. So do what you want with them. But I just want to let you know I got a lot to go over today. So hit that like button. Help this channel grow. Leave a comment below. Wishing me luck on my road trip with a 4 and a 2-year-old, me and my wife. And my wife might have to drive a lot because I got some research to do for the NFL, obviously. But anyways, NBA right around the corner. Those 2 videos will be out this week sometime. Season starts next week, baby. That's right. I know some of you are getting really, really excited. So here we go. Let's get into it. And it starts with the bets recap. All right, there it is. 1 game, 1 winner. Over 7.5. Just how I drew it up. 10-0 Phillies. Not at all how I thought it was going to go, but a win is a win. So I'm not going to complain. I'll take it. Thank you, Phillies offense, for just being unbelievable. Arizona, your offense is now looks like it's going back into that slump mode like it did in the second half of the season for most of it. But we'll see if they can rebound when they go back to Arizona. But that's a nice winner. Finally, trying to get back to 0 because we had a rough 0-3 day that just knocked us down. But 8-11 in the playoffs, down 2.15 units. Let's keep it rolling. And it starts with the good hitter matchups. We got 4 good hitter matchups today for the Rangers and Astros game. Michael Brantley, 20 for 54, 8 doubles, 1 triple, and 3 bombs versus Max Scherzer. How about that? He's played in 4 playoff games this year, and he has a hit in all 4 of them. So just want to let you know, I almost included him in a hit parlay, but I did not. I just want to point that out. Yordan Alvarez, 4 for 7, 1 home run versus Max Scherzer. Alvarez is on an absolute tear, and we will talk about him later. Tavares, he seems to be on here a lot for a bottom of the order hitter, but 5 for 16, 1 double, 1 home run versus Christian Javier. And Grossman of the Rangers, 3 for 8, 1 double, and 1 home run versus Javier. That's all we got, guys. Let's move on to the pitcher report. All right, there it is. Christian Javier versus Max Scherzer. Now, this is going to be an interesting one because Max Scherzer, we all know he's a future Hall of Famer, all that kind of stuff. But he's 39 years old. He's been a little hit and miss. And he hasn't pitched in a while, which we're going to break down this entire matchup here in a little bit. But it's just going to be kind of crazy when you take some time off and then your first game back is in the ALCS game. So Christian Javier, we'll go over the home road splits for both these guys. But, 23.1% K rate, 9% walk rate. He does struggle with his command at times this year, that's for sure. Both of them are above average, giving up hits per 9 innings. Pitched about the same amount of innings, all that kind of stuff. So Scherzer has the advantage, obviously, if he's in good form coming off that injury. So we will see. But that's the pitcher report. Take a screenshot. Hopefully that still helps you get some winners. And now it's time for the best bets. All right, game three of the AL West showdown, Rangers and Astros. That's right, two AL West teams fighting for the World Series, and none of them are my Seattle Mariners. I'm still bitter, and it still hurts. But here we go. Rangers money line minus 130, Astros money line plus 110. Over under of 9 runs in this game. You know I'm not going to just dive into my best bet. I'm going to give you guys some just background matchups and all that kind of stuff leading into this game. Now, I have a few notes about the Rangers on this one. They are now 7-0 in the playoffs. We all know that. That's unbelievable. They have won 5 of those 7 games by 2 or more runs. So if you've been just betting minus 1.5 every game, I mean, that's pretty legit, especially since they've been underdogs in some of them. They are averaging 5.5 runs per game in the playoffs right now. What's crazy about that to me is they've only played one home game. That's it. 6 of the 7 have been on the road. They're 7-0, averaging 5.5 runs. And now Scherzer, I just want to mention this. He hasn't pitched in 5 weeks, so I just want to point that out. It sounds like he might be on a pitch count of like 70, but if he's dominating, they might leave him in for more. So we'll see. Christian Javier versus the Rangers this season in one start. 4.1 innings, 9 hits, 8 earned runs. This is what my notes say. He got shellacked, crushed, pummeled, annihilated, thumped, demolished, his feelings hurt, lunch stolen, and much, much more that game. It wasn't pretty for him. So it's only one start. Doesn't tell you everything, but just want to point that out. Max Scherzer versus the Astros in 2 starts. He total of 11 innings, 10 hits, 8 earned runs, 12 Ks. I could say the same in adjectives for him, but really he had one really good start and one really bad start, and that's what kind of makes those numbers. But the most recent one was the one where he got hit around for 7 earned runs in only 3 innings. Now we don't know what kind of form he is in, so that's what's going to make it tough here. Scherzer home road splits. Now obviously Scherzer is pitching at home. Just wanted to point that out. So Scherzer's home ERA 3.23, 23.4% K rate and 29.1% hard hit rate. On the road, 3.2 ERA, 19.4 K rate, 32.5 hard hit rate. Gives up a little less hard hit, but really there's not much difference for him home and a road. He's a Hall of Famer. He is who he is. Christian Javier, this is where you're going to see a difference. He is on the road, obviously, game three. On the road, Javier has a 5.17 ERA. Not pretty. 21.9% K rate, which is as average as it gets, and 33.9% hard hit rate. When he's at home pitching, he has a 3.71 ERA, 25% K rate, and 32% hard hit rate. So, I mean, his K rate drops 3%. His ERA goes from 5.17 to 3.71 when he's at home. So, when he's on the road, he is a below average pitcher. Let's just face it. Also, he's had 2+ walks in 11 of his last 14 games in the regular season and 5 walks in his start versus the Twins last series. So just want to point that out. All right, that's the baseball talk that I just want to give you. Now here we go. Let's get into the best bets. This first one is my first and only 1 unit play. It is a hitter prop parlay. We got Marcus Simeon and Jordan Alvarez, 1+ hit each at minus 113 on FanDuel. Marcus Simeon, this one's kind of a feel for me. I don't know. He didn't let me down last time. He came through, so I'm going with it again. He has a hit in 4 of 7 playoff games. He's the leadoff guy, which I absolutely love, guys. And he's going to get 4 to 5 at bats this game. He's 5 for his last 15, so he's swinging it well. 1+ hit in 11 of his last 15 games. He's actually hitting 292 at home compared to 262 on the road. So he loves hitting in Texas. I expect him to get another hit against Christian Javier and this Astros bullpen. The next one, Jordan Alvarez. Holy crap. I hate this guy. He hit a walk-off bomb to beat the Mariners in the playoffs last year, but you know what? He is legit. He's been unbelievable. 6 home runs and 23 at-bats this year in the playoffs. 6 and 23. This isn't high school. This isn't T-ball. This is the major leagues. That's absolutely stupid, to be honest with you. I don't mind his over 1.5 bases. I don't blame anybody for betting it, or another home run prop if you get decent odds. He has 1+ hit in 9 of his last 10 games, 2+ hits in 3 of his last 6. And against Max Scherzer, you already saw it. 4 for 7 with 1 home run. Small sample size, but 4 for 7, and he's smoking hot right now. I mean, why not, right? We got to take it. So give me Simeon, give me Alvarez, 1+ hit each at minus 113 as my first 1 unit play, only 1 unit play. Now let's get into my second bet. This is only going to be a half unit. The odds and the number, it just didn't quite hit the full unit for me, but here we go. Christian Javier under 4.5 Ks at minus 122. I was hoping I'd get closer to even money or something at under 4.5, but you know what? It is what it is. That's why I'm only going to go a half unit on it. I don't think he lasts long this game. The biggest thing for me is his leash is going to be short, but His rate, like I mentioned, it's right at average. He's an average strikeout pitcher when he is on the road, and five. I just don't see him getting five, honestly, against this lineup right now. He already got crushed by them before. I don't see why it wouldn't happen again. In that game, he got crushed. He struck out four Texas Rangers players. That was when he was able to throw 80, 90 pitches, all that kind of stuff. They are down 2-0 in the series, the Astros. If he starts struggling, they are not going to let him just get crushed or get hit around a lot. They will yank him, which also helps an underbet, obviously. So, like I mentioned, he struggled with his command, which I'll mention in some of my leans later too. But that's a big part of it. I mean, when you're down 2-0, you're in desperation mode. This is all hands on deck. Astros must win this game with the Rangers and how they hit at home, scoring the most runs in the major leagues at home, and they've just been on fire all around. I think Javier goes under 4.5 Ks and doesn't last very long in this game. I'm going to say that. So that's my second bet. Javier under 4.5 Ks for a half unit. Now let's talk some leans real quick. This won't be long. I got three leans. Obviously, I do not recommend betting all these or anything like that. I just want to give you ideas. Maybe one hits you. Maybe you want to fade it. Maybe you just don't want to do anything with it. So that's fine too. Javier over 3.5 hits allowed. We're talking four hits, guys. I mean, this Rangers team could do that in 2 to 3 innings, honestly. The only worry I have is if he just strikes or walks a ton of batters like he did against the Twins when he walked five. And like I said, they're down 2-0 in the series. What if he gets yanked in like the second inning or something and only gives up two hits or, something like that? So that's why it's just a lean, just something I thought about. And then Javier, over 1.5 walks, like we talked about before. It's a parlay piece. He's minus 210 on that. So it's not like you bet it on your own. Um, but he's gone over this in 12 of his last 15, like I mentioned. And in that playoff start, he was terrible. Absolutely terrible against the Twins, walking five guys. And then my third lean, the Rangers team total over 4.5. Almost made my half unit bet. It's the Rangers, guys. They average 5.5 runs. They average even more than that when they're at home. And this is only their second home game. And I don't think Javier is anything special, if you can't tell. I got a lot of fade Javier bets going on here, but I just think they can get to 5 runs. I know they might only bat 8 times, but I still think they get there. Another option is also over 2.5 runs in the first 5 innings if you want to go that route. But either way, those are my three leans. Those are my two best bets. I'm done rambling about one game, but that was a lot of fun. Let's get to the bets recap. All right, there it is. Marcus Semien, Jordan Alvarez, 1+ hit each at minus 113. That is the 1 unit play. And then Christian Javier under 4.5 Ks, minus 122 on FanDuel for a half unit. I already mentioned the leans also, but that's all I got for you. Thanks for listening again, guys. This is fun as we wrap up the MLB season. Again, I will be coming to you with a NFL video, best bets for Week 7 and all that kind of stuff, the NFL trends and everything from somewhere in Oregon, maybe California. We'll see how long my kids let us drive tomorrow, or later today. So that's what we got going on. Thanks for the support. Let me know what you got in this game. Love to tail some winners. I know some of you guys are betting some hockey and getting some winners too. So feel free to share those bets. Love to have everyone win along with you. So thanks again. Hope everyone has a great Wednesday, and we'll talk to you soon.